Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to open up a box of Compendium of Rathe and talk about this brand new set and why it is a love letter to everyone that started the game back in the day, as well as an invitation to join the game of Flesh and Blood that is now at this point going to be 7 years strong, which is pretty exciting if you've been around for a while, and if you if you're brand new to the game, then it's exciting to jump in. So we will, of course, save the Antiquity pack for the end, but as we go and relax and enjoy opening packs, I will tell you my thoughts and opinions about this set. First thing I have to start with, though, of course, is that I was happily proven wrong a couple of weeks ago, no, maybe a month ago at this point. I made a video talking about how I was worried that this set would be underprinted, that people would not be able to get their hands on cards like Rites of Earthlore with the nice shiny backing here, and that people were going to struggle to find and access this product, which would in turn make things difficult to really kick off the Silver Age format as a true budget format. And like I said, I was very happy to be proven wrong. It looked like as we all got closer, I'll be more specific, to the release of the set, I heard from multiple people and multiple other stores that their supply was actually looking quite nice. Ooh, look at that, laden with lightning. Very nice looking. And that people were going to be able to get their hands on cards like Serpent's Kiss and play it in the upcoming, concealed nerve gas, nice, upcoming tournaments, so that you could access Silver Age as a brand new format in a budget-friendly manner, which is exactly what I think we all want, because the opposite would be disastrous. Being this, as the set that is going to essentially allow people to enter the game in a new and budget format, you don't want that to immediately spike in price because people can't access this. Oh, sweet, Scuttletoes. I don't think I have this copy yet, but Arcane Barrier Necromancer equipment, pretty solid. And you can do some interesting stuff with this. I don't know if it helps. I don't know if it helps our pirate necromancer friend, Mr. Gravy Bones, in this format. I'm not sure much will. I've tried, though. I keep trying. Nevertheless, it is cool to have a copy of that Weeping Battleground there. So I was glad to see that this was indeed well received and people can indeed get their hands on the product, and it is fun to open. First Majestic we have of the box, Crown of Everbloom. Destroy this, put a card from your arsenal on the bottom of your deck, and if you do, you draw a card, so you replace it, and you create a Spellbane Aegis, however you want to say it, token. AB2, though, is the sort of the main sticking point with a Beckoning Haunt in the back. So this has been a fun product. I've opened one box before this, unfortunately still locally. The local game store that I oftentimes frequent, they are doing their best to make sure that scalpers, which are indeed a thing in the world of trading card games, don't get their hands all over. Ooh, look, nice, the Bannerman. These are kind of interesting cards. I'm not sure I'm playing these. In fact, I'll tell you right now, I'm not playing these in Dromai, but they are very cool. So scalpers don't basically just try and grab a bunch of these products for the Antiquity pack hits, which are quite pricey indeed. So I only get like a box a day, and I opened one box before this. This is my second box with a Painful Premonition, alongside of those wonderful Silver Age decks, which I am indeed making guides for several of them. 4 Feathers, 1 Crown as a nice little foil. I'm making guides for them, and ooh, hey, boo! Resident Spook. The one of 2 of the allies that Gravy Bones gets in this set, which is pretty awesome. Put that down there as the other second Majestic that we've hit so far. But there were a couple of people that were asking me to make a video about this format, about this set, kind of bringing up the print run and legendary issues. But here's the thing, I think that a lot of people wanted, these Antiquity pack cards to be just super prevalent, so that price goes way, way down. But there's a distinct danger as we hit another Majestic here, Storm Weaver's Aegis. This one, lightning equipment. So we've got a Crown of Everbloom, which is an earth equipment. Now we've got a lightning equipment. Is it possible, by the way, that we are going to be, oh, that is so cool looking. Is it possible that we're going to be going back to Aria after this? That's the real question, because we know that this year is supposedly the year that we are going to get the third installment in the Monarch trilogy in the storyline. Is that going to be where we end up in the next set? I'm not sure, but I am very curious because I do want to do another one of those wonderful charity streams and hang out with all of you to do something like that again. And it might just straight up be, hey, look, wait a minute. That's the playmat. You'll love to see it. High current currency there and Silken Shawl in the back. Yeah, but people were like saying, yeah, they should have increased the legendary drop rate so that more people could get more cards, you know, and like all these cards go way down in price. But the danger of that, of course, is that if all of these cards just totally collapse in price, instead of come down more naturally with the Verdant Tide foil there, then you run the risk of just absolutely 2 steps forward cold foil. Not the cold foil we're looking for. We need some Kano cold foils. I need to get the old Kano pieces of equipment. You know, what's the arms? Unyielding grip. I need to get an unyielding grip cold foil. That's what we need from this box. You run the risk of like making all of these cards just absolutely collapse, very similarly to what we saw from the reprints. Oh, see this, I think this is a hint. I think this is a hint to maybe where we're going next. I feel like these elixirs are pointing us towards our next set. I feel as though this is possibly it. Like maybe an Aria with you know, like the Pits crossover with the thing based on the lore that's like there's an infection in the pits and maybe these elixirs have something to do with it. I think that's a hint. I really do. I don't know if I'm just kind of reading into that, but definitely feels that way to me. We saw the Earth attacks just absolutely collapse completely in price. And there were people that were like applauding that. And to some degree, I understand it, right? You want to access your Majestics that are powerful easily. You want to be able to, you know, snag up fellings and plows and things like that simply. But, oh, sweet, another Haboob. I need that. But at the same time, if they go from like $60, which was probably too much, and that's why they reprinted it, to $4 and like $2 respectively, well then like stores who were like easily trading in that, like buying those and then selling them to player bases, collapse completely. Like the price there collapses. And when you get enough cards that collapse in price, you start kind of pushing that market panic button. And that's a dangerous thing to be in. Oh, look, the Rainbow Goo Trap, the absolute Starvo hate card, which is just so funny. I don't know, there's people that are not going to like me saying that. There are people that are going to comment down below that are like, no, we should have these legendaries that are super low in price and easy to get so players can join the game. But at the same time, I don't think, you know, deck prices need to rival Pokemon. If that's what you're aiming for, I think you're in for a bad time because this is not the same realm as like the #1 game in the world, Pokemon, right? It's a dangerous thing to, you know, engage in. Bad Breath, I love that card, by the way. And Beneath the Surface, it's a really fun one. Rend Flesh and the Gloves of Erasure. So and first of all, people are going to be like, why can't they be, you know, the deck prices be the same as that? Well, you also have to realize that like this has to, you know, the product itself needs to make money for stores and get people in the door for stores. And so there's a point where you don't want to cross where you can just endanger the game. So like everything to 0 is fundamentally bad for the game surviving. And so I think that they're doing the smart thing here as we hit another cold foil Embryo-based Cortex. Still not the equipment that we're looking for, but we hit that other cold foil. There's a point you don't want to cross. A certain threshold you don't want to step over as an independent game that is, you know, trying to stay within that top 10, even pushing towards the, you know, like the upper echelon of these games. With 7 years under its belt. I mean, at this point, the game, beautiful. Glyph Destruction Nodes. The game of Flesh and Blood has proven that it is going to stand the test of time for as long as LSS is supporting it. It has lived through very dangerous moments, and it has seen, you know, much promise of plenty, right? So it's been through the top and the bottom ends of things. And so at this point, it literally just is looking for consistent, steady market growth. You don't want the game to be put on ice. Hey, you're welcome. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to keep doing that. We got Mist Hunter. This card looks so cool, by the way. I love that art. Burnished bunker plate. That's not the arms, man. Come on, we need the arms. So at this point, you want steady growth, and you want measured, like the measured lowering of deck prices, which is what we are going to see with these. And keep in mind, these really cool prints that you can pull from the Antiquity pack of these like really fancy staple cards, those are going to be the sought after cards oftentimes, and it's going to lower the price of the older printings, you know, the regular printings, the crew printings of cards. It's gonna lower those prices inevitably, which we've already seen a little bit of movement on that front as well, which is a good thing. So people can still access while you have, you know, this newer option of a newer print run that you can access. Wax and Wane, followed by a beautiful Lunar Mirage with a really cool Mirage effect and a Line Crossers. I can't even tell you what this does. Let's see. It's a reviled equipment. If you have the same health as a hero. Oh yeah, this is the one where you like win ties, which is kind of fun. Overall, I like the Antiquity pack as well. I'm a big Antiquity pack fan, a big Treasure pack fan. I don't mind that there are misses, quote-unquote misses. Heck, we're probably going to open a miss, let's be honest here. I don't have the luck for myself. I have great luck for other people. Here's another one of those beautiful hinting cards. I really do think this might be a hint towards the next set. I opened a Marvel, by the way, of this sigil. It's just a Marvel rare, but I opened one of those earlier, which was really cool from like a singular pack. Looks very beautiful. Matches all those other old school sigils. So yeah, anyway, I like the Antiquity pack engagement. I like opening Antiquity packs. I like little box toppers, and I like fancy print runs of certain cards. Smoldering Scales. Oh, that's a really good one. I love this card. This is going to be a great card for my girl Dromai as well. Hey, there's the Unyielding Grip. I need you in cold foil so that I can run Kano, of which Kano is one of the peak heroes that I plan on running this PQ season. I'm going to be playing in a PQ next weekend, and it's either between Dromai or it is between Kano. And I've been playing a lot of both of them. I've played Dromai since Season 0. I played Kano like before that, but just like meme versions of the deck, meme versions of Kano. But like I've been grinding like 100 games or so of Kano in the more recent iteration, just figuring out how that works. And then I have just kind of a weird Dromai list that I'll probably share both of those decks this week, where I'm at with both of those, which I don't know, maybe is a bad idea. Predatory Plating, good card. If I'm going to be playing in ProQuests, but at the same time, I don't mind. But because I just like talking about both of those heroes. So I'll probably be sharing a deck on each of those. And if you want to support the channel, maybe I'll throw a guide with some gameplay that you can watch as well up on like Metafy. I've been shying away from a ton of Metafy stuff. I love this card too. This card's so cool. All the pirate cards are just so cool. Oh, sweet. Sword Master's Shine is also a fun card. And then Mournful Casket, one of the other final. I don't have the head. The head is the only one I'm looking for still with the final pack here of Compendium before we open the Antiquity pack and see what's inside. I am very much looking forward to engaging in Silver Age going forward. I really enjoy Silver Age. It is a fun, reminiscent experience of Blitz. If you've enjoyed Blitz, the final pack had a final Majestic Astravolt Elemental, along with Graven Gloves to close out. And I'll tell you what, this is cool, but man, I had trouble getting this thing off of my previous Antiquity pack. I'm pretty sure I bent the cards in my previous Antiquity pack to sit there and fiddle with it. So let's see what's in this one as we close out this simple, relaxed box opening. Here we go. You ready? Oh, yes. That's my second Oasis from 2 boxes, followed by This Round's on Me. I'm a fan of that card. Old school, love it. Oh my, what the heck? There's 3? You can get 3? I thought that was going to be one of those holding cards. What? Oh my god. Whoa. I just thought that was like a holding card. I was over here like, oh, at least we got This Round's on Me and Oasis Respite. What the heck? Whoa. Oh, you loved. Okay, well, that was a pretty good ending to a video. That's legit. Oh, this card's beautiful. This one is on my short list. Of course, I'm looking for a Shelter. EA Shelter is like peak for me because I I just love pirates, and that looks like an amazing card, but this is a very close second. So if you enjoyed opening this box alongside me, of course, let me know that in a comment below. Make the number go to the other number, and holy crap, look at that.